when I lay my burden down. Glory, glory, hallelujah, when I lay my burden down. Sing it now. Glory, glory, hallelujah, when I lay my burden down. Glory, glory, hallelujah, when I lay my burden down. Well, I'm gonna meet my dear old mother when I lay my burden down. Well, I'm gonna meet my dear old mother when I lay my burden down. Glory, glory, hallelujah, when I lay my burden down. Glory, glory, hallelujah, when I lay my burden down. Well, I'm gonna sing a song of freedom when I lay my burden down. Well, I'm gonna sing a song of freedom when I lay my burden down. Glory, glory, sing it. Hallelujah, when I lay my burden down. Glory, glory, hallelujah, when I lay my burden down. When I lay my burden down. And now I'd like you to join me in a song I wrote quite recently. And I'd like to say this before I sing the song, that I'm sure that there are a lot of men in this world who think that they're being taken for granted by their women or even their wives. And I'm sure that for every one of them, there are probably about 50,000 women who feel that they're being taken for granted by their men. Anyway, this song tries to remedy the gap. That is to say, the gap between the two states, not anything else. And it's called Poor Jean. I'd like you to try it with me if you feel up to it. There's a lot of bass playing going on. It's alright. I mean, I dig the bass, but you know. It'd be alright if they were playing in the same key as me, but sounds like the key of P or something. part I'd like you to sing goes like this. And when comes a hugging time, Lord, we don't need no wine. When comes a hugging time, Lord, she knows she's mine. Try it. I mean the song, that is. Well, when comes a hugging time, Lord, we don't need no wine. When comes a hugging time, Lord, she knows she's mine. Ooh, Jean comes from the south, bringing me flowers, making workmen turn about. Ooh, Jean stays north with me, mending my socks and making pots of tea for me. But when comes a hugging time, Lord, we don't need no wine. When comes a hugging time, Lord, she knows she's mine. Ooh, Jean sings me a song, though she don't know I'm listening as she sings along. Ooh, Jean shares it with me, though she is stopping every time she looks at me. But when comes a hugging time, Lord, we don't need no wine. When comes a hugging time, Lord, she knows she's mine. Ooh, Jean, thinking with me, stretching our minds to follow where our eyes can see. Ooh, Jean, don't wish but she will leave for her prison just as time is standing still. But when comes a hugging time, Lord, we don't need no wine. When comes the hugging time, Lord, she knows she's mine. Ooh, Jean, just to make sure, comes half an hour early knocking at my door. Ooh, Jean, she should be sure, though I say meet me, then I'm waiting long before. But when comes the hugging time, Lord, we don't need no wine. When comes the hugging time, Lord, she knows she's mine. When comes the hugging time, Lord, we don't need no wine. When comes the hugging time, Lord, she knows she's mine. Nowadays don't have any respect anymore. Look, see what I mean? I'd like to do another recently written song. This is one called Train Time. family man, take your kids to the sea. Cheap fares on today, take the whole family. The porters are friendly and the country looks fine. They serve Cornish pasty on the whole southern line. Don't you talk dusty roads, your poor weary boots have seen. My rails are smooth, my train is fast. I wish my silent heart was green. With my guitar in hand and my hair hanging down, they're staring at me till my head's going round. Mr. Jones pats his wife with a smile on her knee, like I'm carrying a knife, and he must protect her from me. The wars I've won are so much dust. Got to search and find some more. I got to break some virgin ground, open up some long locked doors. I sit on the train with a book in my hand. A man looks at me, wondering how come I can. A first-class young lady slings through second class, a lift in her nose, and the shaking so fast. Where am I? Who am I? Where will all my wandering lead? What can I, if I try, do to make me calm and free? Terrible. I like to do one more sort of slower song, then I do something a bit more raucous, perhaps, to keep up with the bass play downstairs. And the song I like to attempt now is the only reason I'm attempting this song is because in my travels in Scotland, people have been very friendly and tolerant, and for that reason I will attempt this song. It's actually a Scottish song. I like it very much, and that's my only excuse for doing it. So while the experts bite their fingernails, I'll sing the song. Was in the month of sweet July, before the sun had pierced the sky. 'Twas in between the rigs of rye I heard two lovers talking. The lad said, lassie, I must away. I have no longer time to stay, but I've a word or two to say. If you've got the time to tarry, your father of ye takes good care. Your mother combs down your yellow hair, but your sisters say you get no share if you go with me, stranger. Let my father fret and my mother frown. My sister's words I do disown, though they were dead and below the ground. I would go with you, a stranger. Oh, lassie, lassie, your fortune's small, and maybe it will be none at all. You're no match for me at all. Lay your love on another. The lassie's courage began to fail. Her rosy cheeks, they grew wan and pale, and the tears came trickling down like hail, or a heavy shower in summer, with handkerchief of linen fine. He's dried her tears, and he's kissed her then, saying, lassie, lassie, you shall be mine. I said it all to try thee, this laddie being of courage bold. A laddie scarcely 19 years old. He's roved the hills and the valleys o'er, and he's taken his lassie with him. You can account for the slightly original version of the song, or different version of the song, because since I came up here last October, I've been looking for the song, and I finally got it about a week ago, and I got to the way I usually collect my Scottish songs from a fella from British Guyana, and, so the words were probably a bit different from the original version of the song. Anyway, let's go. I was born and raised, or dragged up, as some wagwan said, in Guyana, what used to be British Guyana. But the people did not like the very unpoetic sound of the word British before the word Guyana. So they decided to change it by becoming independent. And the country is now called Guyana, and everybody's, well, slightly relieved. Anyway, when we were going to school, I used to go to school on the banks of a river right deep in the jungle, so to speak. And it's funny, it sounds strange in a primitive place like that to know that we learned a lot of songs from Britain. You know, the whole idea is to brainwash us so that we would be loyal or something like that. You know? Anyway, we did learn some good songs. Several of them, of course, were about myths and legends. There's one I very vaguely remember. It goes something like this. It says, "Rule Britannia, Britannia rule the world." Something like that. Anyway, that's a long, long time ago. And I like to do a song that I learned at that time. It's quite a joyful little song. There was one of the teachers who used to teach us these songs, and he was a bit strict about us learning the songs, and if you didn't learn it fast enough, he'd organize little races in the river with the alligators and things like that. So it was sort of a friendly school, yeah. Anyway, this song he tried to force upon us. We liked it anyway, but one or two of the kids were giving trouble. So he tried to get us to sing it, you know, and get these kids to learn it right, and he was a bit harsh on them. But the kids, being as resilient as they are, they got their revenge because they started to sing their own version of this song. And it's startling to imagine that 11-year-old kids can be so obscene. Anyway, the song is actually quite ripe for this sort of thing because, well, the name itself offered all manner of, you know, variations you could give to the song. For instance, I mean, the name of the song is My Grandfather's Clock, you know, and the kids were, well, never mind. Anyway, I'd like to try it. Father's clock was too large for the shelf, so it stood 90 years on the floor. It was taller by far than the old man himself, though it weighed not a penny weight more. It was bought on the morn of the day that he was born, and was always his treasure and pride. But it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. 90 years without slumbering, tick-tock, tick-tock, his life seconds numbering. But it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. I didn't do too well in school. I don't remember the other verses. So let's do the whole lot over again. Alright? My grandfather's clock was too large for the shelf, so it stood 90 years on the floor. It was taller by far than the old man himself, though it weighed not a penny weight more. It was bought on the morn of the day that he was born, and was always his treasure and pride. But it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. 90 years without slumbering, tick-tock, tick-tock, his life seconds numbering. But it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. But it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. one more song on this set, and it's always difficult to decide on which one to do. Alright, I think I'll do a Spanish song now. This song is called Malagueña Salarosa, and it's about a poor Mexican man, as if there were any rich Mexican men. He falls in love with a woman who's both rich and beautiful. It's the women who have the bread down there. And because you fellas know that if you fall in love with a woman who's just beautiful, you have problems, and if she's rich, you have problems too. If you combine the two things, it's a drag. That's what happens to this fella in the song. So he says things like, you know, I don't have riches and all that, but I do have a heart, and this I gladly give you. Well, in this day and age, it would be very appropriate, I'm sure. Anyway, even that approach didn't go down too well with the woman. Anyway, it's been known to work in certain parts of Latin America, but not the part I come from. Anyway.
Bonitos ojos tienes debajo de esas dos cejas, debajo de esas dos cejas, qué bonitos ojos tienes. Ellos me quieren mirar, pero si tú no los dejas, pero si tú no los dejas, ni siquiera parpadear. Malagueña Salarosa, besar tus labios quisiera, besar tus labios quisiera, Malagueña Salarosa. Niña hermosa, eres linda hechicera, eres linda hechicera como el candor de una rosa, Malagueña Salarosa. Por pobre me desprecias, yo te concedo razón, yo te concedo razón, si por pobre me desprecias. Yo no te ofrezco riquezas, te ofrezco mi corazón, te ofrezco mi corazón, a cambio de mis pobrezas. Malagueña salerosa, besar tus labios quisiera, besar tus labios quisiera, malagueña salerosa. Eres linda hechicera, que eres linda y hechicera como el candor de una rosa, malagueña salerosa, como el candor.
Slide trombone, and he comes from way down south. Well, you never heard such carryings on as when that trombone's to his mouth. He moans, he moans, he grunts, he groans, wails just like a cow. No one else can play that way, 'cause Charlie won't show them how. I said, now, come on, Mr. Charlie Green, let me hear you slide trombone. We'll make it talk and make it sing. You know you really, really got that tone. I will if Gabriel knew how you could blow. He let you meet his band, I know. I said, come on, Mr. Charlie Green, let me hear you slide trombone. Well, I know a fool who plays a slide trombone, and he comes from way down south, Thailand, yes. Well, you never heard such carryings on as when that trombone's to his mouth. He moans, he moans, he grunts, he groans, he wails just like a cow. Well, no one else can play that way, 'cause Charlie won't show them how. I said, now, come on, Mr. Charlie Green, let me hear you slide trombone. Well, make it talk and make it sing. You know you really, really got that tone. Well, if a Gabriel knew how you could blow, man, he let you lead his band. I know, man. I said, come on, Mr. Charlie Green, let me hear you slide trombone, trombone.
away. Come on, Mr. Charlie Green. Let me hear you slide trombone. Boom, 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 boom.
Another song, the words to which I got the last time I was up here, it's the song I like to do now. It's a song that I'm sure you all know.
I must away, love, I cannot tarry. The morning tempest I have to cross. I must be guided without a stumble into the arms I love the most. And then he came to his true love's dwelling. He knelt down gently upon a stone, and at the window he's whispered lowly, is my true love within that home? She's raised her head from off her pillow. She's raised the blankets from off her breast, and at the window she's whispered lowly, who's that disturbing me at my rest? She's raised her up, gone to the window. She's raised her up and let him in, and they have laid in each other's arms until the long night had passed and gone. And when the long night was past and over, and when the snowflakes began to grow, he's raised him up, they've kissed and parted. He saddled and mounted and away did go. How long, Mama, how long has that evening train been gone? How long, oh baby, tell me how long. Well, my gal packed her trunk and she said, I'm going away, and I won't be back until you change your dirty way. She said, I'm leaving you, David, and it almost breaks my heart. But remember, sometimes the best of friends must part. Well, how long, Mama, how long has that evening train been gone? How long, oh, baby, tell me how long. Well, I went to the window as the train was passing by. I got the blues so bad, Lord, I thought that I would die. I said, hey, Mr. Mailman, did you bring me any news? You know, my woman left me to sing them how long. How long, Mama, how long has that evening train been gone? How long, whoa, Mama, tell me how long. Well, if I could holler like a mountain giant, go up on a hilltop and call my baby back. How long? Whoa, Mama, tell me how long. How long has that evening train been gone? How long, oh baby, tell me how long. Now won't you tell me, baby, how long? Come on, please do tell me, Mama, how long?
Thank you. Well, the last few songs I've done are sort of not that happy, really. I'd like to do a song, well, it's not really happy, but it's very up-tempo, and but it's actually a vicious song, and we all feel that way sometimes. This song is about two rival gangs who get together just before carnival time on one of the islands in the West Indies. They get together not to drink rum or anything like that, but to decide which gang is the boss gang, and they don't sort of draw straws or anything like that. They sort of have it out the way they do in Glasgow. Yeah. And well, apart from that, though, it's quite an innocent affair, because they go to it with very primitive weapons such as submachine guns and tear gas bombs, and some of them actually do survive, and they can be seen at carnival time a week later wildly shaking one arm and waving one leg and having a ball. I discovered not too long ago that this song is very good for audience participation. Not the kind that you have in mind, but the second. Anyway, it's called Massey Bay, and the first part I'll do is the chorus, which I'd like you to do with me.
down by the railway. Massy bun, come, let's run. Meet me down by the corner. I'll say that in words so that you can understand it. It says, Massy Bay, he's the gang leader, the male gang leader. Massy Bay, meet me down by the railway. You know what that is? Yes. The British have some of them that don't work. That's that line. And then it says, Massy Bun, come, let's run. Massy Bun is his woman, and she's probably twice as deadly. Massy Bun, come, let's run. Meet me down by the corner, which is West Indian for corner. Okay? Massy Bay, meet me down by the railway. Massy Bun, come, let's run. Meet me down by the corner. Well, while waiting for this carnival is to jump up with these criminals. I'm going to arm myself with a big stick, and when I reach in town then it's relics. Because I don't tell mommy already, oh mommy do tie up your belly. Because it's for the federation before a rebellion when they ban me by the junction. And I go down Massy Bay, meet me down by the railway. Massy Bun, come, let's run. Meet me down by the corner. Well, Monday morning I wake up early, and I lock the steam up in my body, and I jump in up like a crazy, and I alone can collapse the city with my razor tie onto my knee. I'm like a bitchin' in the 18th century, with me stick in my waist, I go and chick in the place and bust up the old man's face. And I go down Massy Bay, meet me down by the railway. Massy Bun, come, let's run. Meet me down by the corner. Well, to show you I ain't for trouble, on my right hand is my steel knuckle, my chucker in my left pocket, and my toya under my jacket. And I jump in up like a gone wild. I know they're bound to tell it's only style, but if they lick me like a child, I'll take it with a smile and belt them one like a while. Down Massy Bay, meet me down by the railway. Massy Bun, come, let's run. Meet me down by the corner. Well, I done consult the doctor to check my lungs and my liver. I done pay off my lawyer so he can pay off my undertaker. And as I have no mother, no father, they can post me back to Grenada. But I tell Mr. Chance, if I pay in advance, they bury me in Bermuda. Down Massy Bay, meet me down by the railway. Massy Bun, come, let's run. Meet me down by the corner. Hey, Massy Bay, meet me down by the railway. Massy Bun, come, let's run. Meet me down by the corner. Meet me down by the corner.
I'd like to do for you now another song I wrote quite recently. This one is called Crimson Was the One.
I couldn't tell her, so I wasted her tender time and mine. So we drifted, and crimson was the wine. Eyes would fill with wonder. Too young and not too wise, the spell was blackbird on the line. Tried to warn her, but crimson was the wine. She took me for a king. My word to her was thunder. Too slow to question me, too quick to take me under. We read of her. She was too easy minded. Sought another where crimson was the wine. And now it's winter time. The world has turned round slowly. And I who once was king, I'm lying lone and lonely. All I owe now, the memory of a time she lay with me, and crimson was the wine. I'd like to do now a chain gang song. I've never had the privilege of being on one of those, but I've always liked several chain gang songs that I've heard since way back when, and this is the one I like most actually. It's called "I've Got a Rainbow Round My Shoulder," and originally when I heard that phrase, I thought it was referring to the stripes on the prisoner's uniform, which in the original prisoner's uniform is black and white. Of course, a lot of prisoners also these days have gone psychedelic, so they have technicolor uniforms and all that. But that's what it suggested to me at the time. Anyway, but that's not what it was. And somebody who is very near to that kind of music once explained it to me. He said that when these men are working on their tasks with a pick, I think pick was the word he used, wielding the picks in unison to do up gravel or whatever it is they're doing up at the time, if it's not the boss. They sing these songs, of course, in unison, and the term "I got a rainbow around my shoulder" refers to the arc that the picks make in the sunlight as they wield them. Okay, now that you've all been educated, I got a rainbow all around my shoulder. I got a rainbow all around my shoulder. mama say, come home. My lost son, come home. My mama say, come on home, boy. My lost son, come home. Well, every way I look this morning, every way I look this morning, it look like rain, boy. Lord, it look like rain. You know, it look like rain now, buddy. Now don't you know it look like rain? Well, every May I get a letter. Well, every May I get a letter. My mama say, come on home. My lost son, come home. My mama say, come on home, boy. My lost son, come home. Well, I'm gonna break right past that shooter. Well, I'm gonna break right past that shooter. I'm going on home now, buddy. Now, don't you know I'm going on? I'm going on home now, buddy. Yes, I'm going on home. Well, I got a rainbow all around my shoulder. Well, I got a rainbow all around my shoulder. I'm going on home, Lord, I'm going home. I'm going on home now, buddy, don't you know I'm going on home. I'm going on home, going on home. Do that, or I could do that.
I think one time
Do that too. Or I know what I could do, yes.
well, I'll think about that for a minute, but I think I'll do another one of the new songs at the moment. The only thing is you start singing blues and things like that and you feel like singing them all night, but that's what you have to do with it. Yeah, well, I don't know. Alright, I'm going to try one more sort of slow song, then I'll do something robust.
Like a dove, and I like a shifting wind. Would make a music endless as the stars. The night was but the heartbeat of the turning day. As children of the sun, we went our way. And he who said that love was but a dream find us chasing rainbows in our sleep. For she was young and likewise was my pounding heart. As beauty bound we drifted from the start. Fragile as the butterfly we are, children of the sun, chasing our star. And if our joy is deeper than the sky, so must our pain be then, and don't ask why. And mountains, if there were, we climb without a fear, and play at hide and seek with death, not knowing so. For he and all his friends were nowhere far away, and tomorrow could not find us where we lay. But silent now, the softly singing tree must stand, for tomorrow never coming came and made it so. My ears can only hear the things she used to say. My eyes are blind to all but yesterday. She like a dove and I like a shifting wind, would make a music endless as the stars. The night was but the heartbeat of the turning day, as children of the sun we went our way. I just have time to do a couple more or 1.5. I think I'm going to do 1.5. This is, I went to do an engagement from London somewhere to a place called Wittering. No wonder. And when I got there, I found that it wasn't there, if you know what I mean. Apparently there are two of them down in the south of England. And one of them is north of England, north of Scotland, no, north of London, and one is south of London. I went to the one that's north, and they wanted me at the one that's south, so there's a slight discrepancy there. Anyway, so I found myself with loads of time going back on the train and very angry, so I wrote some songs. One I did earlier, Train Time, was one of them. You know, this has a line about on my way to nowhere. Yeah, that was very relevant. Anyway, that was one of the songs. This is another one which is sort of very nonsense sort of song. Come on, come on. Come on. The song is called, and I may not be able to remember the words, but that's all right. Tonight it does not. It's called "It Ain't No Use in Doing That," and it does not refer to sitting and wondering why or anything like that. He spends half his time tuning up his guitar. Yeah.
Maisie, she was just like this guitar. Crazy. Come on.
Spend 3 hours putting on your clothes. You spend 3 hours putting on your clothes. But there ain't no use in doing that. I'll get him off you, baby, in 3 seconds flat. Ain't no use in doing that. Well, you paint your lips all crimson red. You know, you paint your lips all crimson red. Well, it ain't your lips that I'm trying to see when I take your baby home with me. Ain't no use in doing that. Well, you wear false lashes round your eye. You wear false lashes round your eye. Why you do now? I don't know why. They're gonna tickle your baby if you start to cry. Ain't no use in doing that. Well, you strap yourself up so tight you can't breathe. Breathe. Strap yourself up so tight you can't breathe. You strap yourself, baby, like an armored car. Yet you wear a badge saying you make love, not war. Ain't no use in doing that. Give me a girl who don't wear fancy clothes. Well, give me a girl who don't wear fancy clothes. Yeah, well, who wants to go to a fancy ball? Give me one that's wearing nothing on at all. Ain't no use in doing that. Don't cry, don't bow your head. The dawn has come, that much is for sure. Don't cry, don't bow your head. The night has gone, you're a lady no more. Don't cry, don't bow your head. Music was fine and the wine flowed so free. Don't cry, don't bow your head. You can curse the night, but don't look at me. Don't cry, don't bow your head. And the fish in the deep never see the sun shine. And the wine in the glass ain't the fruit on the vine. So dry all your tears and walk tall in the day. The fears of the night will soon fade away. You're the prettiest girl in Glasgow town. Don't cry, don't bow your head. You won't think of last night when you're all settled down. Don't cry, don't bow your head. sunshine, and the wine in the glass ain't the fruit of the vine. So dry all your tears and walk tall in the day. The fears of the night will soon fade away. Choose a lullaby on the floor. Don't cry, don't bow your head. With the wine in your cheeks and your dad at the door. Don't cry, don't bow your head. You spread out your wings so you can fly free. Don't cry, don't bow your head. Now fly as you must in the dawning from me. Don't cry, don't bow your head. And the fish in the deep never see the sunshine, and the wine in the glass ain't the fruit of the vine. So dry all your tears and walk tall in the day. The fears of the night